What risks are you taking if you go somewhere warm? And what about this summer's Olympic Games in Brazil? 7 Action News reporter Dave Llewellyn is live in our newsroom with more on that story. Hey, Dave.
Hi, Carolyn. Spring break is just around the corner. High school, college students may be heading south in the U.S. or to any destination all through the Americas should take precautions.
We are at risk in the southern part of Texas, everything that borders Mexico, Louisiana, Florida, all have Aedes aegypti. And though there's a lot more control and a mosquito abatement and a lot more resources so that the mosquito levels are in check compared to a lot of other places in the world, but there is still that potential.
Brazil will host the Summer Olympics in August. The world will travel to Rio de Janeiro, and mosquito abatement efforts are currently underway there.
As people come to Rio or come to Brazil, if they get infected, they can take it back to their country, and if their home also has the same mosquito vector, Aedes aegypti, they could then continue spreading it.
So what can you do? Dr. Eisenberg offers these suggestions for anyone with travel plans in the coming months to the areas impacted by the virus.
It's a day-biting mosquito, so you just have to have mosquito repellent, long sleeve shirts, long pants, anything to prevent mosquito bites. Any woman that is pregnant would want to consider the risks involved in actually going there. That's the high-risk group.
The Centers for Disease Control has posted travel advisories on its website. That's really a go-to spot for people making plans to travel. Dr. Parthanandi, our chief health editor, is here with the assembled group of medical experts to talk further about this. You're on Facebook with our viewers there, and a lot of people with some great questions.
Yeah, they're concerned about, we thank everybody for watching live and also on Facebook. Great questions they're giving us. Yeah, they're really worried about what to do. Is this going to come to the U.S. and have the same kind of issues as in Brazil or the South America? So we're answering the questions and telling them, listen, you know what, they may not have any symptoms at all, or if they do have symptoms, they could have red sore eyes, little joint pains, joint ache, muscle aches. If you don't have any symptoms, but you've been to a country like Colombia or Bolivia or a place where Zika is very common, then make sure you protect your partner. Use safe sex practices for 28 days. Again, we're not worried about you getting the infection and having a fatal problem, but infecting pregnant women who could then have their kids could have some problems. So essentially, we have our panel here assembled, and we've been answering great questions. One thing Dr. Gatt was asked was, does it matter what trimester the infection occurs in? And we talked about this, right?
Right, exactly. And we don't know right now if there's any trimester that's safe. So we want to make sure that we're limiting that exposure throughout the pregnancy.
Yeah, and we talked about Guillain-Barré, and so tell them maybe, is there an association with Zika virus and Guillain-Barré?
I think right now we don't know. We know that there's been increases of Guillain-Barré in Brazil, but whether there's an association with Zika in particular, I don't know that we know that actually.
And Dr. McDowell, briefly, what kinds of repellents can folks use? We've been asked a lot of those questions.
So I think the best information is available at the CDC website, cdc.gov, and there's multiple repellents that are listed there, including DEET, picaridin, oil of lemon, eucalyptus, and specific brand names are listed on the site. Some common ones are Cutter, Sawyer, Repel, and others. So I think it would be good to go to that list and refer to it yourself.
Yeah, great. Thank you again for joining us on Facebook Live. Really keep the questions coming. Remember, there's no real treatment, but supportive treatment and prevention. So again, we'll see you on Facebook Live.